My name is Belinda Tillman. I am the academic navigator at North.
Okay, so the first one will be, how do you identify your race or ethnicity?
African American.
Thank you. And then what terms do you prefer to refer to your race or ethnicity, and which terms do you consider offensive or inaccurate?
I'm African American. That's the term that, but because I'm a bit older than you guys, I've been called Negro, colored, Black, African American. My mother, who is half white and half Black, she was considered mulatto. But I'm going to be frank with you, the term that I really don't like is the N word or colored woman.
And the next question is, do you feel properly represented in American media?
Absolutely not. So they always project us as being the angry Black woman, which is not true. Maybe for some, there are incidents that happen that make me real angry, and I can be an angry Black woman, but that's not who we are. You know, we're mothers, we're teachers, we're educators. We're just like everybody else who gets angry. So, yeah, the media does portray that, or there'll be a picture of a mom, a Black female, with a lot of kids, like there's not a father in the home. That's another thing that they project. I don't know if you guys have seen that. And if there's an incident with people of color, it's always a negative one.
And how do stereotypes about African American people in the media affect your personal life?
In order for Black women to get accepted into positions in corporate America, there were times when you couldn't wear your hair natural. You know, you had to straighten your hair to fix that mole that, white women had. They always had the straight hair. And then Black women start trying to do that. We have to change who we are to be successful. We just can't come as we are. But I think we're in that space now where it's okay to wear your hair natural, where years ago you could not do that, being a person of color.
Do you feel like any aspects of your identity are impacted by these stereotypes?
Well, of course, for years. I had to learn how to play the game in order to be successful. We have to give 125%, where a white person can give 75%. We always have to go that extra mile. We always have to be better. And I've learned that over my last 40 years of being in corporate America. I would get upset with myself because I wasn't being true to myself. You hired me to be me. And if I can't be me, then I just can't be true to myself. And it was really important for me to be true to myself. About my grandchildren are half Black and half white. But because of society, we have to raise them as not white children, but Black children. I have an 8-year-old granddaughter, but she has really, really curly hair. She doesn't have the typical white straight hair. She has really curly hair. And I kept looking at her put these little caps on her hair. And I was just like, why are you putting a hat on your hair? And she goes, because Nana, kids at school make fun of my hair. But she's 8 and she's already feeling that she's different. And she's not as good because she has curly hair and not straight hair, and that's for real.
Okay, next question is, what do you want to change about stereotypes or representation of African American in media?
I want people to accept us as just who we are. This is just cliche, but how do we get away from looking at people based on their color? How do we do that? We do this by you guys having conversations. So my goal is that, we all just treat each other with respect, admiration, and accept people for who they are, not based on the color of their skin. So if the media could do a better job of just portraying us as people just like anybody else.
Do you have any ideas on how to change the representation of African American in media?
This is just this old cliche. We're all humans, and just treat people like we're all, we're the human race, supposedly. We're the human race. And this is kind of like a personal thing for me. My sister died 2 weeks ago, and it just made me think about how precious life really is, and all the shit that we go through on a day-to-day basis. When it all boils down to it, it's ridiculous because, we could do so much better. We could do so much better as a human race.
Thank you very much for opening up to us and sharing this experience with us.
I hope it was helpful.